You definitely have to be clipped.
Put it on. It's the opposite of take it off.
Put them on, turn them on. Oh, put them on.
How do I use these?
Spread them.
All right. So,
Yeah.
welcome. It just only took us 1,000,000 tries to get this to work. So apparently one of our cameras really hates us. So the camera that is looking at Celeste has made this whole endeavor a pain in the butt. So I know. So in order to get this to work, we've had to daisy chain, like turning them on in sequence. And then adding the microphones in sequence to make it work, and it still didn't work. So just, it is what it is. We got it to work. I will live with it. So we'll go with that. So welcome to Cleveland by Night. This is the 5th episode and final episode of season 1. And why do I call it the final episode of season 1? It's because this is the last time you are going to see these characters as actual main characters, because they are player characters in the game we run here at Immortals Inc. Okay? So, who are we? We are Cleveland by Night. We are a game that runs out of Immortals Inc. Okay? We've been running here for about 2 years. I'm the head storyteller. Robbie across from me, he is my newest AST. He is learning how to do the storytelling side. He is not new to storytelling, just Vampire the Masquerade.
I'm also an ASS.
Anyway, so
Yes, you are.
the shoe fits, I guess. So
It does fit up there often.
trauma. So, as I was saying, he is learning how to storytell Vampire the Masquerade. We have a team of 4 storytellers, myself, Jim, Charles, and Robbie. That is our current storytelling team. However, the other people in this room are a big part of Cleveland by Night. We have Celeste, who has been gaming with me for several years, and she has been part of Cleveland by Night when it was Savannah by Night, when we started running just ahead of Cleveland by Night starting here on August 6th.
Well, technically, all of us are in the Savannah game.
Yes. But Celeste gamed with me when I was part of Lorain County Community College Role Players Association, when I was not cool enough to be part of CBN. So, I digress. That was a long time ago.
I've been here like 12 years now.
I know. It's been a long
14
time.
years.
I've known Jim and Charles for 20 plus years. Okay, so we know each other a long time.
Mm-hmm.
However, I showed up here for Free RPG Day, and that's when I met Robbie. Okay, and there was trauma there that I'm not going to bring up on camera that was not tied to me. And it's one of our icebreakers when I tell people about, like, hygiene rules in a game store and expectations that I have when they come to games that I run. And
Is that the streak?
yes, it is. Okay.
Oh,
And now, so a couple of years ago, I have not known Robbie very long. It's been about 3 going on 4-ish years, approximately, after the Coco. And we gamed in D&D. He's a very good DM. He'll be a great addition to my storytelling team. And we have Stephanie, who I commandeered because Carlos made the stars align. So our patron / archon / dude who pulls all the puppet strings. So everybody thinks it's Rembrandt. That's actually not. It's the archon. Always been the archon. Always will be the archon. So break the 4th wall. And the 5th wall. So,
all the walls.
All the walls. Break them down. So he made sure that me and Stephanie got aligned. And then she came and started playing in Savannah by Night, which later became Cleveland by Night. And we tricked her into going to Dungeons and Dragons, and now she's a DM here. Okay.
Also, the reason you don't totally hate Lasombra anymore.
Yes, because I did really super hate Lasombra. So, hey, it was like over a decade's worth of hate that you made me overcome as a storyteller. So I thank you. And then there's Artemis, my cinnamon roll. So I met Artemis after playing D&D here. Tricked them into coming to Vampire. Tricked them into coming to a bunch of other games. But they become one of my closest friends here at the shop. I send them all the memes that I probably shouldn't send to anybody. I also send a lot of memes that probably I shouldn't send anybody.
All the memes and all the special event notifications.
Yes, for sure. But we do a lot of hours together as a team. But Artemis is another one of the top DMs here that has always requested special events. A lot of mad respect. But I love to have them on my team for storytelling for Vampire. But alas, all I can muster is getting you to be a test witness. One day I'll wear you down.
One day.
So that's the history of the people in this room. So I've known you guys for a long time, some for a short time. Okay, but CBN has a long history of being around here in Cleveland for almost 30 years. Okay, we've only had it for approximately 2. And in those 2 years, because as of August 6th, it'll be 2 years of CBN, your characters came from Savannah. That's where this story takes place, is you guys coming from Savannah to Cleveland. You guys went through some interesting experiences on your ride. You had to be put in a trunk.
Experiences is the word.
It's okay. Kale was also in the trunk.
Yeah.
So,
That's swap places.
So Iggy Armel-Kagan, played by Celeste, had to be put in a trunk for beating people with rocks.
It was trying to shove a rock into a dead person's chest, but you know.
About the same thing. They might have been dead, but
Here, have it.
Bludgeoning somebody with a rock.
Charles' character wasn't allowed to wear poofy dresses anymore because they caused us to get into an accident.
R.I.P. Charles.
Right, rest in peace.
Another of Charles's characters.
This was 4.
The
man's died 4 times.
To be fair, I also wasn't allowed to ride shotgun anymore because part of the reason the driver was distracted was the
kept
music.
touching the music.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's fine. So then we have John. Yes, John D. Johnson. He is.
The D stands for Richard.
Are we
He
calling
and
him
his
John
BFF
anymore?
I am John.
forever until he died.
He's still my friend. He's just dead.
It's just dead friend.
So John is played by Robbie, and Kale was played by Aaron, and they got to a lot of trouble on their way up from Savannah, each of their own types of trouble.
Yeah. Birds with guns, Nemas.
Walmart worker.
We both got in trouble with the store clerk.
When it comes to John, the trouble is organic. When it comes to Kale, the trouble is forced. So
maybe that's why
They
one of
make
them's
quite a
still
team.
alive.
then we have our sweet former prince, Juliana, played by Stephanie. So you came from Savannah and you had a mostly uneventful travel other than covering for the rest of the team. Of your group, you and Alistair, played by Artemis, were the least problematic.
That's not a high threshold.
It's
That's not a high threshold with this group.
The least overtly problematic.
The least overtly problematic.
Hey,
Least problematic on the trip here.
I saved the timeline.
That's
okay?
fair.
We're going to get to the rest of it.
I mean, technically, they can also watch the rest of it.
They can.
Which they should.
Which
They
I should.
Episodes 1 through 4.
Oh.
But this is episode 5. How did we get here? So I'm giving them a recap. I was told by the know-it-all of all know-it-alls, he is somewhere watching from the ether, that I must do a recap every time we twitch.
Jimbo Powell of Wolf.
So I'm giving the recap of how did we get here.
I'm right.
Okay. So yes, the puppet master. But we're gonna get there. Okay. So Juliana had brought your childer, Taylor, and your ghoul, Sophia. And then we have Alistair, who came up for the lulz. Essentially.
And is the longest running stable leader we've had yet.
To be fair, I think Savannah was kind of devolving into a less than friendly environment.
Very much it was.
Yeah.
And then it became a peaceful mouse city somehow. I wonder if there's any factor correlation there to us leaving.
And then
Maybe a little
Cleveland
bit.
started to go downhill. Weird. It's like, I wonder what the common factor is.
I think
It's a mystery. No, it can't.
it was.
Because we haven't been in the city like all the time. Sometimes we go
Well,
on vacations outside the city, so it can't
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes we explode casinos.
be. That only happened once.
Hence why they use the word sometimes.
Look, 3 out of the 4 times we've exploded, it's been on our home turf.
That doesn't make it better. That makes it worse. That makes it worse.
And only 2 out of the 4 were our own ordinance.
This is true.
That means
Only
we're only responsible
two.
for 50% of it.
Right?
Well, if you multiply
At least
3 out of
50%.
4 by 2 out of 4, you get 5 out of 4.
John math.
It's like girl math. So we're responsible for 5/4, which is, I'm pretty sure it's
Which is
less than 1.
125%.
No, because you have a 5 and a 4, and 4 is less than 5.
Right, but the 5 makes a 1. 1 over, so it's
No,
1
the
plus
5
1
is a-
over 4.
Okay,
equals
we
125.
We should let her get through the recap so we
5
can
is
get
a
to the new
5.
stuff.
It's not a 1.
Sorry, yes, we should.
That's
You're right, you are right.
So, with everything that has happened, just getting here,
Mhm.
then additional problems happened.
We
You
might-
brought with you another person who is luckily no longer with us.
Thank heaven.
And if you're watching, I'm glad you're gone. Just so you know.
Mm.
I don't beat around the bush.
Mhm.
Some characters are meant to leave, and Apollo was meant to leave, but he has left a stain on your group and a stain
On Cleveland.
and it won't wash away so easy.
Probably would
have
have
been
been better if he was a stain on the road on the way to Cleveland.
Well, it didn't work out that way, so here we are.
We technically had that briefly with the whole truck thing, but
No. He did not
didn't.
get hit by the truck.
We had a-
No, it was the store
neither
clerk.
he
They
nor
got
his-
yeeted by truck coon.
Yeah.
Oh God, does that mean there's a copy of her and she got his We'll deal with that later.
We might have to deal with that later.
There's just a copy of the store clerk somewhere doing her own little limits.
You know, there's probably a lot of characters isekai out of games I've run. So just FYI, that's my favorite method.
You stealing my dice tray?
Anyway,
No,
so
temporarily repossessing.
you guys are currently dealing with the fallout of the things
You know,
that
if
came
you'd
from the Apollo.
asked, I'd
Widow's
have another
Night,
tray.
which never really finished.
So you also
Yeah.
And you're seeing that it's still infecting the casino. Additionally, you guys have Red Olympus, which had the weird cult at the old church across from the casino, which was tied to Ghoul's Night. And you guys,
and no one else.
no one else. Oh, we'll get there.
No one else was tied to it.
No, nobody at all.
Nope.
No. It's not on anyone's IRS reporting.
Not yet.
No one lost
I'm
their
not
fortune
claiming
because of it.
not a paper trail, handwritten notes,
None.
selfies.
There wasn't a weird shrine or anything.
Well, the shrine was different. The shrine was something else.
Ain't nothing wrong with the shrine.
Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with the
We'll go with that.
shrine.
The guys with the funny hats, I love those guys.
The what?
The Shriners.
We do definitely need to get like a counter for the number of times you facepalm. Just
We do.
It's just gonna be the shade
I'll
of
be right
red
back,
by
by the
the
way.
end of the section.
So
Does your forehead look like this? Does it look like this?
Just
Or
clip.
has it got
Just
this? If it reaches this level,
clips at the end of the stream. of
Evidently,
just-
we need 3 dice trays, so people who show up late get the werewolf.
you just have like
Ba-da-bum-ba-da.
okay, are we dice trading good?
Yes.
We're good. All right.
By Celeste.
So those things were tied
Oh,
together,
yeah.
and we're finding that a lot of other things are tied together, and that a lot of secrets and a lot of lies and a lot of drama has occurred in the city. And now your childer, that which you turned to save her life, is leading the city as prince, alongside Alistair, who is leading the city in the
That's
Ark
Baron.
and the Anarchs as the Baron. Yes. So all under the puppet strings of the Archon, but as everybody says, it's a puppet strings of Rembrandt.
I wish them both
Puppets
luck with the
upon
continued
puppets upon
headache
puppets.
that is this city.
Right.
Yes. So
John prefers sock puppets.
Of course you do.
Maybe finger puppets.
apparently our Rembrandt has said hi. So I'm telling him hello. I'm like, good day.
Hi, Rembrandt.
Hello,
Don't
Rembrandt.
blind
Hi,
my bug.
Rembrandt.
Rembrandt.
All right. So for those of you who are watching, if you do play CBN here at the store, just so you know, some things that occur here count as if they are a part of a downtime. That while they are canon, you don't necessarily know them in character. And if you use them, it's considered metagaming, and I'll use them against you. So there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. And there's a lot of things that if you talk about it with your friends, you have to keep it separate. You're out of character and you're in character. That's one of the etiquette things that a lot of people have a problem with. Something that I'm currently having a struggle with internally here. So this is a test because I'm sadistic.
Oh, you're sad? I'm sorry.
And I'm a masochist. So
There's 2.
I'm a little bit of both because I also know that it's going to cause more work for me. But that's okay.
You're starting to use your brain more, so use it.
With that being said,
Who said that?
the group got
Yeah, I
together after the church was liberated from the cult. You guys saved all those innocent people. It was a collaborative effort across the city of all the vampires, regardless of faction, regardless of who tried to take credit. That being said,
We're all in this together.
There
No,
have
it was
been
a certain
bids
someone.
for-
You know.
people to join the court.
It wasn't me.
No, I didn't say what.
Taylor is currently selecting her court. You guys are still at the Elysium. You finally, fashionably late,
Right.
show up.
Very, very fashionable.
After the rest of the Anarchs have decided, well, forget this. Alistair never showed. We're going to go back to the bar. And it gives you a chance to finally talk to your friends who you haven't been able to talk to in private because the Anarchs are always there.
Mhm.
The rest of the cam is always there. There's only a few stragglers, and they're not stragglers that really bother you guys. So there's the weird Tremere dweeb Gideon, who looks like somebody kicked a puppy into the sun, for lack of a better term. He looks traumatized just sitting in the Tremere
whip
whip
chair.
seat. So he looks depressed. Helen's there, but she's watching the door, keeping Elysium protected.
Right.
Taylor's still in her office. And then there's that weird guy who's new to town, or sort of new, William. He's a Lasombra. Keeps giving Dorian mints because of Dorian licking the corpse heart out in public. Now that Dorian has finally left, he's still there. So this is a chance for you guys to actually talk, because most people haven't talked about the fact that Troy is John.
Yeah.
John is Troy.
Yep.
It's been kept on the down low. And there was a big issue at the church, and it was a concern because they were blood bonding people to John.
We had entered the church, which I may have been fibbing a tiny bit earlier when I said no one else was tied to it. You see, John, being more of a lover than a fighter, heard about this cult that was all about love and unity and making a utopia for vampires. You might know them as the cult of the Nephilim, or the cult of the Archangel Michael. So he thought, wow, we want all the vampires to live together in harmony, and we get to have orgies? Sounds fantastic. Sign me up. I've got a lot of money from OnlyFans. I'll help you restore the church. Next thing you know,
You're in a butterball box.
turns out, well, the cult of the Archangel Michael is a real thing. They might have slightly misrepresented who they were. By the time
Just a little.
it came around that the people he was with are not who they really claim to be, that they're a bad cult, a Sabbat cult, he was told to avoid them. He did. By the time that happened, other members who had gone investigating had already been taken, participated in a Valdery of some sort, and basically were blood bonded themselves.
To you.
Yes. And when at Last Elysium, two of our members, that is Phil and Sam and Lugine, were caught while feeding and taken by the cult. We came up with a plan as a whole to rescue them. And when we did, those of us who went inside, which included Troy, as well as a few others. Troy, who is John, saw all of the dedication to him, statues and recordings of his performances, and other depictions of him were set about as if he was some sort of patron saint. And not only this, but when he looked to a side room, he saw tons and tons of containers, jars of blood, labeled John, and with dates that ranged over several weeks. And immediately when he saw this, he frenzied. Everyone in that church had been given his blood and were linked to him, so that as soon as he frenzied, they all did as well. At the time, however, in order to create a distraction, Rembrandt had disfigured their leader, removing all of his beauty, causing him to frenzy. So to those inside, it looked as if that had triggered the group inside to go insane and start ripping each other apart. If you've ever seen the movie Kingsman, it's the church scene. Everyone just fighting, going crazy.
In reality, it didn't take way too long to dispatch the leader outside once he climbed up onto the roof.
Right.
So, unbeknownst to them, the leader might have been already dead during part of that frenzy bit.
While the others attempted to use magical chains provided by Rembrandt to ensnare our friends because they were difficult to pin down. Troy instead went to this side room and rode the wave of his frenzy to smash as many vials of blood as he could get his hands on. And once he had finished that, in a moment of clarity, which was 11 successes to avoid the frenzy, which was awesome, he realized that as much as it's anathema to his whole being, he could control these people. And so all he did was he told them, stop. And they obeyed. Sit down. And they obeyed. And it was in that moment that he knew that it was on him to shepherd these people to safety so they could be rid of this blood bond. If there's one thing John, and now Troy, hates, it's removing the free will of others. He will never take a ghoul. He will never blood bond anyone, because that is tantamount to slavery, and he is not He's not about that. He's all about consent. Okay. So they marched these people out. It was what, like 100 people?
Over 100 people.
Over 100 people. They were brought to a warehouse that was owned, operated by Taylor or someone, where over the course of a week, we were able to use a close ally of the Cleveland Camarilla, a member of the Ordinance, the Holy Ordinance?
Divine Ordinance.
The Divine Ordinance. His name is Shepherd, and he's a lovely man. He's very soft. His very presence makes you feel calm, unless you resist. Why would you? Because he's a lovely man. He is able to remove this blood bond, and over the course of a week he did. And after that, Taylor held her Elysium, where we are now. She made sure to inform the people of the events that happened, with some key details being left out to preserve John's new identity. So that is what gathers us here at Elysium.
Waiting for our turn with Taylor.
Yes.
Yes. And some of you have had your turn talking to Taylor. You have not.
Mhm.
But John has, / Troy.
But we made him stick around because, hey, Baron Alistair showed up.
He was sticking around anyway.
So while you are waiting around, do you tell your friends, if you still consider them friends, what really happened in there?
It's a good question. Who would he go to for comfort first? Yeah, he probably would go to Juliana before anyone else. And he'd want to sit down and talk to her about it, because he sees her as someone who's been around the block. She's a much older vampire, and has, as having been Prince and just generally a very good mentor, he would want to confide in her. Plus, she's just a cool bro, you know? He's been with her since Savannah. She took him in when he was just a crazy dude. And, yeah. I don't know if he would want William to hear, though, because he's still kind of suspicious of that guy. To be fair, when some random English guy shows up, at a time where John / Troy has been told not to trust just anybody, he was a little suspicious of this guy, immediately getting all comfy, cozy with the ex-prince.
Yeah. Suspicious of him getting, him being friends with the ex-prince and close to the ex-prince, when ex-prince tells him that, hey, this guy's fine. Know this guy. He's all right. And then ex-prince's ghoul tells him, hey, this guy's fine. Stop it, Mad John.
So he did a little bit of trying to suss out his motivations, but now that they're basically engaged, he's all for it. Because if she's into this guy, as long as he doesn't betray her, he's supportive. Just as long as she's happy. Because she's like his best friend, next to Rembrandt. Rembrandt's a great guy. He always is there to listen, and he only face palms occasionally. And he gives him good advice, like asking questions.
Only occasionally. So that being said, you have your reservations about William. Does Alistair,
We have reservations? Okay. What
Does
restaurant?
Alistair have reservations about William, the newcomer with Sombra, who magically shows up and is helpful? He was present while you guys were doing your medical work during your
Right.
downtime.
Right.
Used presents?
He was present.
He was present. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent. I mean, if he encroaches in Alistair's space, then that's one thing. But like,
Obviously,
for
Juliana's
the
not
most part, unless I've got plans for you or you've done something wrong to me, Alistair doesn't really care much for people.
You're the only non-Camarilla member at this table. I think I need you to do a investigation and
Well,
choice test.
to be fair, Alistair is also the only one at this table who also knows the truth because they got invited in.
For those wondering, the reason that John has become Troy.
You mean the discussion
Yes.
about his true identity?
Yeah.
I'm making sure that Alistair is aware that is in fact who that is.
That's 4 successes out of
Okay,
7.
yes.
So.
You do put the 2 and 2 together.
If anyone's wondering why John had to go onto
If he wasn't here for so
what's
much.
the word? Witness protection. He was a famous OnlyFans streamer. He was probably top 10. And some things happened live on his stream that were very
bloody.
Yeah. John doesn't typically do any sort of snuff films. He did occasionally, but those were private commissions, and they were usually very obviously fake. But these were a little too real. So
This is why I have to have these conversations where people ask me too many
What
questions about
happened?
Cleveland by night.
What exactly
They don't
happened?
come home.
I will remind those viewing at home that this is a work of fiction.
It's a work of fiction and it's a game.
Please,
Yes.
yes, it is a 100% fabrication.
And so, as a result of a person having their blood boiled live on his stream, watched by 2 million people,
And wasn't your sire's head removed?
yes, also my sire was decapitated, which was not great.
Yeah.
We want to see a picture of my
Okay.
sire? I have a photograph of my sire. Right here.
Beautiful.
Just imagine that this is a photograph. Yeah.
Doing the finger guns. All right.
Imagination.
As a result, John, his persona on the public eye, had to go underground, deactivate his OnlyFans. You could still access the archives. And John, the Kindred,
The
in order
Archon
to avoid
Archives?
anyone, maybe, to avoid any further hunting down by Crate stalkers, had to change his identity.
Mhm.
He is now Troy Sinclair. And not only did he change his name, he had his entire bone structure rearranged. He now, instead of resembling a hunky Ryan Reynolds a la, what was the Free Guy, he looks just sort of like your kind of generic hot influencer. He's still quite attractive, but he no longer has the famous face, and he's a little more tan, longer hair, and looks a little bit more put together. So that's why I'm wearing this. I have my hand.
Well, that's all great. Yes. Alistair is aware that you are yourself. But I was having Alistair roll to see if they realized that William, this blonde British man in a trench coat, who's very beautiful also, not quite to the same level, that William is Atlas, the Sabbat.
You've met him before? Curious and curiouser.
The horseman.
Yeah.
War.
Yeah, I figured.
I mean, technically, y'all met him at the warehouse and all that jazz. And you
So
at the
you
church.
are aware. You are aware.
Mhm.
Those two are not.
No.
Meanwhile, this guy's just like over there. He's putting all his packs of gum and mints away. It seems like he's stocked up for the apocalypse in of terms of mints and gum.
How appropriate.
Apocalypse, also known as Dorian. But otherwise, he looks like a normal vampire guy, aside from this travel case of mints.
And he's British.
Well, yes, he is British.
Fish and chips in it. Does he have like a London accent or a Cockney or
Does he have a
Liverpool?
I'm not doing an accent because I'm not going to have somebody come and try to like beat me to death because I didn't do due diligence.
They wouldn't beat you to death. They stab people in England.
What are you gonna do? Stab me?
That doesn't
so
make
you
it better.
get stabbed?
Let's just say that there might be a British vampire that's going to be at Fan Expo when we're at Fan Expo next month, and I'm going to have him sign our V5 book that might have inspired the look and accent for this character. And then we're just going to go with it. All right? Done. All right? That's all you need to know.
But yeah,
Yeah, he's just bumming around waiting for Juliana.
So Juliana was asked to select a group of trusted people who could keep a secret. And while some people at this table are trusted, their secret keeping skills are in question.
Yes, but the thing that is important because Alistair was not here for Elysium is that this man his stuff is in the seat for Primogen of Lysabra.
Interesting.
So that would catch your attention.
Yeah, it
because
would.
you were late. And you'd be like, well, that's
That's
a flex.
suspicious.
That's a flex. Okay, that's a flex.
What's going on there? All right. My first instinct is to look at you. Go like, what's the...
But which one of us gets there first?
I'm seeing it as this is the convergence. I'm finding reasons for all of you guys to converge on.
We all kind of just...
Celerity, I get there first.
Awkward
No
stare
fair using
across the
celerity.
table.
We are in Elysium.
Meanwhile,
I wouldn't use
Iggy, you
Back
finally
to the
showed up and realized everybody else has already left. And the only person who ever seemed to ever be in the know is Juliana.
As you come in, you probably pass by Cross, who slips out very silently and quietly.
No, he
Mila runs
slipped
out
out
crying.
way before.
Yeah, Cross had already bounced. So that's the person who might actually know what's going on. So you guys all converge on Juliana because you know Gideon don't know anything. Okay?
Hi, Gideon.
Why ask Gideon? There's no point.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to ask somebody else anyway if we ask Gideon. We're
Oh,
going to have to ask somebody
church
else
bits.
anyway. We might
Well,
as well just ask somebody else.
Well, to answer your question, Iggy, the church bit was technically John's
Why'd you
child.
look at me? I'm Troy.
So
Says
John
right here.
decided to go join a cult. Um,
I'm sure he had his reasons. It's easy to get fooled by their rhetoric. They're very
So I'm going to
cunning.
have you do your subterfuge
Are they
and
now?
composure
They're very cunning
or
linguists.
a subterfuge manipulation roll for you to see if you can say this without looking at Troy.
oh no!
Or are you just
It's
gonna relent?
I'm just gonna. it's Iggy. Iggy doesn't always come around, and
Iggy
she's part of the coterie.
Iggy doesn't even know John's alive.
So you're just gonna relent and just be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is totally John.
John here.
That's Troy.
Yes, I'm Troy. Are you sure?
Join the cult.
Are you sure? Are we allowed to tell her? Like, the truth
Well,
that I'm
let's
John?
just go.
Yes,
let's
Iggy,
just
have
do
you
it.
met Troy?
Yes.
Hi.
Troy. I met him tonight right before we did the church stuff.
Yes, indeed. Oh yeah.
He was flesh crafted. John got flesh crafted.
Oh,
I'm in witness protection, so don't tell anybody.
I see.
I thought we weren't allowed to tell
You know,
but
aside
just
from-
did.
Aside from the, ones that he tells himself.
Can I still tell the limestone?
Who's the limestone?
The stone.
The Stones.
Is it made
Her,
of
her
lime?
best friends.
Her sire?
No.
No.
No,
sorry,
her
but he-
her surrogate.
Oh, the
The sire.
Petrified Cyrock that
Yeah.
went down Kale's gullet, and then diablerized Kale,
That's right.
and then
That's right.
Rembrandt made deals to get Kale back for some
yeah,
reason.
That's right.
Why do you have a lime as a stone?
It's a type of stone. Limestone is a type of stone.
Does it taste like limes?
No.
Go back to your Troy persona. I like it better.
Not that kind of lime.
Oh, so you wouldn't put it in like a coconut or anything?
No, you would not make a margarita with this.
Or you shake it all up. Then you drink it all up.
I think it's kind of hard to drink rocks, but
He'll manage to do it.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyway, we were discussing my secrets openly for everyone to hear. So,
Well, I mean, Gideon already knows, and
what's up, Kitty?
yeah.
He just looks over at you like he's
The
traumatized.
people left in this room, it is not a surprise to.
Oh,
Everyone left in this room has figured it out except for Ricky, so might as
I
well.
am
so
really
exhausting being Troy.
surprised.
You know what's really hard being Troy? Because he has to sound like real smart. And I've only ever really seen smart people on TV. So I try to talk like them.
Beg your pardon.
Sorry, you're very intelligent.
insulted. I think we just got insulted.
I think we did.
I mean, I've seen I've seen more smart people on TV. You're smart, yeah,
Put down the shovel.
but I've seen more smart people on
Put
TV.
down the shovel.
I'm not holding a shovel.
Notice how he is specifically saying you
He's
while
not
overlooking
rock
me.
bottom.
Right.
I was addressing
Right.
the royal you, even though you're not prince anymore. So I'm
Did you
just
say that? And then Gideon's just like,
Gideon's like, I'm not touching this. I'm not touching
the point is
this.
I'm just trying to sound different so people don't realize because John likes to make sex jokes, which is fun, but I can't do that anymore. I'm trying to be professional.
You can get yourself like a little cup of tea.
You're
don't
you're doing fairly well for yourself. I will say that.
Yes. Thanks.
Congratulations on the self-restraint.
Yes.
Many thanks.
Sarcasm.
I used to do a lot of other things to myself.
But yes.
Restraints were involved.
Going back to the church.
Completely
thing.
missed. Whoosh.
John
Whoosh.
here joined the sex cult, and they took his blood and they used it to blood bond the other people at the sex
For
cult.
the record, the sex was supposed to be a perk, not the point. The point was supposed to be creating a utopia for vampire kind by being more, open and courteous to each other, which very noble intentions.
Except they were associated with Red Olympus, so
I didn't know that. It's not like they said, "Hey, you want to have sex with a bunch of Sabbat?" No, they said you want to make the world better, and I did. Just
Did
because they
you?
lied to me.
Did you and Shepard had to turn so many people back into humans after they got turned with your blood?
And that kind of brings me to something I kind of wanted to bring up. So I didn't notice this at the time because when we went in, Rembrandt did the thing,
Mhm.
and Shemael went crazy, and around the same time, everyone else started freaking out. And I also kind of frenzied.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize that if I think back, the thing that happened to Shemael was actually a few seconds before.
Mhm.
It was only when I saw the blood that everyone started going crazy. I think they reacted to me frenzy.
They were blood bonded to you, so that wouldn't track. Yeah.
I feel so bad because I think at least 1 or 2 people died. How many was it?
Well, apparently,
Like William, like trying his best. I mean, like, because he's Osprey's guy. Okay, he's over there trying his best to not laugh as he's holding onto his bag of mints for dear life.
How many people did die though?
Roll to remember. Investigation, multiple choice.
There you go. Good luck with that roll.
By 0 dots of investigation and at most 3 dots of
After
wits.
like 3-4 years, I bought my first point of investigation.
only because you ate your lawyer.
1.
You don't remember.
At least 1 or 2 people died. And,
Well, I know
like,
Dorian's school died. He was very hurt about that.
It's just like
Which I can't blame him because I might frenzy if Sophia died.
it's so disgusting to me to imagine that all those people didn't have free will because of me. Like, ugh. It's just like it's like, ugh. Like, ugh. It sickens me to my core.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've got your Sophia and everything. You guys have your relationship. You know, even though she is your ghoul, you guys. It doesn't bother me as much because you guys actually care about each other, but just like the thought of just taking away someone's free will, it's like slavery. And I thought we stopped doing that like 60 years ago.
You would be misinformed. We did not stop doing that.
We didn't?
No, we did not.
But there's laws.
Yeah, there's also black market.
Not to mention,
They're marketing.
not to mention, prison slave labor is a thing. So
Yeah.
I'll remind you, John is not intelligent. He's doing his best.
that's why Alistair was informing.
But just for the audience.
How are you doing, Alistair? Speaking of,
Their days, man.
I am here. It is
You don't have
an interesting time to be existing in this city.
Tell me more about this line.
It's a small cavern.
It's
It is.
it's a time. It's a time.
There's limestone in the cave. And other types
May
of
our
rock
patience be
deposits.
ever strengthened.
There's some
Indeed.
quartz. Of quartz.
Oh, like what they use for watch.
All the luck
Yes.
to Taylor. All the luck.
So what's
Oh,
so
yeah.
special about this?
Very much so.
It speaks
Mm.
to
You
me.
say her name and Gideon again goes,
What's wrong with Gideon
If you
over there?
listen,
A lot.
all rocks can talk to you.
Really?
Yes. They know everything.
That's weird. Do you guys know rocks know everything?
They do.
I've never heard a rock talk though.
It's because you're not listening hard enough.
I'll have to try that sometime.
Was there something you wanted, Varen?
the Midman. Before your whole train of thought got derailed, the Midman.
Dr.
holding us-
Steven, I need. That's right. I need to get those results back to Dr. Stephen.
Did you get my results back yet?
Oh, he was here earlier.
Unfortunately, you're positive
No,
for
see.
everything.
I should only have one at a time, unless the person I was last with was positive for everything.
Well,
I'm afraid it's gonna hurt.
did it come back? Did it come back clean? Did John's blood come back clean?
No.
No.
Which one was it this time?
Right. Which on the long list of
Roll percentage for
Which
STD.
disease did Typhoid Mary pick up?
The record, John
It's syphilis, John.
has a
Syphilis.
special flaw. While most kindred cannot carry disease, he can, but he doesn't pick up the common cold. No, being the exuberant socialite that he is, he
That's
picks
one
up
way to
a
say it.
specific variant of disease that starts with a V, and so, but whenever he picks it up, it always is transmitted to his next partner. He never doesn't accrue them. But he never quite knows whether he has it or not because he never has any symptoms because he doesn't have blood.
We just go with the fact that he always reads for gonorrhea So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
And
sorry.
until-
Certain lists that
I
he
don't know what
doesn't
I'm
have.
supposed to do with that.
Until this point, he hasn't been able to go to a minute clinic.
Yes.
It's not like he could go to a minute clinic and say, "Hey, take my blood and check what I've got." So he needs to go to an hour clinic.
Please never donate. Please never donate. Please never donate.
I used to do that
That's
for
all.
money though, and I've also donated blood.
I would advise against doing so in the future.
I mean, to be fair, if they checked it properly, it was probably tossed out when it
Probably.
donated.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, by the way, Alistair, you're a bit late. That's okay though. I'm sure you're busy with all your,
They are barren.
Yeah. Is anarch still like a good word, or is there like a more polite word we should use for your domain or anything?
Anarchs is an acceptable term.
All right.
It's literally the name of the sect.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like it might have a connotation to some people. Because a baron and they're baronites.
Barony.
The people would be baronites. They might be barony. It's like the quality of having a baron.
Well, that's why they're called baron and they're anarchists.
Right. Anyway, how's things been going on your side of the domain? I've been talking to the primogens and saying especially some of the younger ones, they might not feel comfortable talking to Taylor directly.
Right.
So I've been offering to be kind of like their voice. And if you or any your subjects feel like they can't or they have something to bring up to the Camarilla, they can always talk to me if they don't want to bring it up to Taylor directly. I know you probably don't have any problems talking to her, but just figured I'd offer just in case, And I'll probably hang around Whiskeyville and let whoever's there know that if they need a full cam to talk to about.
You're a primogen.
things. I said slightly lower.
Very slightly.
Every time he says her name, Gideon is looking like he's getting hit with a robot newspaper. Like he's trying his best.
Okay, Gideon, what the?
How terrified are you?
Also, what is with that book that you gave her?
He stands up, puts on his trench coat, and he goes to grab his fedora.
Hey, Gideon, you can't just run away from your problems, pal. Something's up.
He's got to get out of here.
Gideon, buddy,
Gideon.
come on, you can talk to us. We're your friends.
Gideon's getting up.
Something's bothering
Gideon
you.
up and out of here.
You know I'm just gonna hassle you at home later, right? You know I'm just gonna hassle you at home later, right?
If there's something wrong with Taylor, we should know.
He drags himself
should
over to the group. He's like, "What do you want to know?"
Well, what's got you flinching every time we say Taylor?
Because
Taylor,
this is all my fault.
what's all your
Everything's my fault.
What is your
Do
fault
anything
and
wrong.
how?
Tell us what's going on.
You know, when you guys came here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was nosing around, looking through all of the weird stuff that belonged to bad people and going through all the hidden places here in Cleveland, right?
Mm.
I went through somewhere and I came back with stuff. But I went somewhere and I saw somebody who looked really familiar.
Who was it?
He looks over at the door where the prince's office is.
Who's currently in there with Taylor?
She's in there alone.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say something dumb like, "Oh, it's the other person."
Yeah. And
No, it's Taylor.
What was she doing there?
well, it wasn't our Taylor.
Whose was it?
I went through a door
Uh-huh.
That's,
and I
yeah.
met this lady.
Yeah.
And she was Taylor.
Uh-huh.
She was wrong.
How was she wrong?
She was dressed in like this weird armor and she had this weird gun and she was surrounded by all these people in these black trench coats with crosses for zippers and they were raiding some building
Cross?
and then like I panicked and I ran.
Why would they have Cross's face on a zipper?
I don't know. I don't.
No,
like actually,
On us.
like
not
little
cross
silver
the
crosses on
person.
all the-
Oh, so they were Catholic. Okay.
No, I don't know.
No, yes, maybe.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Thing is, I panicked and I ran away and I went back through the door. But like I had a notebook, like I had a book, like teaching me how to camera with me. I always carried it around with me when I was out there doing my stuff in case I ever got into trouble that I got from Barb, my sire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I went to go use it later and it was not right.
How so?
It was now leather bound and said a bunch of weird words I didn't know what they meant. But
So what happened to the original book?
Yeah.
I
Did you drop your book at some point or
I
something?
don't know.
Maybe Taylor has it. The other Taylor. Taylor 2.
That's scary.
Tuller.
Because that means they
Call it
know about the Camarilla.
Well, you
But-
said you had a book.
But
about
I
it.
have, but it's like the Camarilla, but it was weird. And then I gave it to our Taylor.
Well,
It's
just,
like a-
why
it's
did
like a
you
book
give it to our
Because I
Taylor?
figured it was hers, and I had a dream, and I thought it was the right thing to do, and then I had another dream.
Wait, you had a dream. Tell us about this
I-
dream.
Well, he said he had another dream, so let him finish his sentence
Okay.
first.
So you do all your portents and foreseeing, right? I do that too. I'm not bad at it, like
Nice.
the rest of the oracles. Okay. Like some of the people that can do the foreseeing can do it and actually be semi-accurate and share the information they have. I shared the information I had, but at the time, no one took me seriously. Okay, so I saw her reading the book and I saw her fixing the city, but I also know that some people aren't going to take too kindly to it.
Who?
Some of the people that live here.
Who?
Is that why I was told that the book inspired her a bunch? Like she got inspired by it?
Yeah. It's like if the Camarilla wasn't corrupt. But it says a bunch of weird stuff in it too. Like these words I don't know what they mean. But like it's
What words?
Like it starts talking about like different vampire types, like types of vampires that don't exist here.
Like what?
Like Kostranaya,
Is that
What?
Russian?
I guess. I don't know. But like
Or is it like a coaster?
it doesn't matter.
It sounds Russian.
Maybe they're vampires from the coast.
That's
Maybe, I don't know. But
Naya,
my
actually.
point is, it's none of that matters. But imagine if
Oh no, that Polish.
there were no high and no low clans,
I didn't realize we had those.
and everybody was on an equal playing field.
That sounds awesome.
And imagine if the primogen actually mattered,
That sounds good too.
and that there's the rules. They matter, but they matter in context.
Context is so important.
So the rule is broken. It matters how it was broken.
That's what I've been saying every time I've almost been executed.
So, example,
I mean,
if
that's
somebody's
kinda what I was
hand is
trying
forced
to do.
to break the rule, the person who forced the hand is the one who was punished.
Makes sense. Like if there's some sort of puppet master pulling everyone's strings.
Like that, or like in the example that there's a major breach, but the major breach was caused by somebody doing something that caused that person to breach, like a setup.
Hmm.
So like it's root cause analysis version of the camp.
Root cause, like dentistry.
It's like as if people actually like didn't look at it as a way of power, they looked at it as a way of service.
Well, that sounds awesome. Why has this got you so spooked? It sounds like a good thing.
Because if the other cities thought that we could actually do this and that this wasn't a place to achieve a seat of power and it was a place to achieve a place of safety, they wouldn't take very much solace in that, because a lot of vampires seek those positions for power,
That's dumb.
not to help.
We live in a society. We should be like social.
They're known,
Yes,
they were
but,
known
like,
in life,
for-
so they have to be sullen in death.
For instance,
That's a wise word.
people seeking sheriff or scourge might be seeking it because it lets them avoid the right of destruction and allows them to kill whoever they want if they can find a way to justify the kill.
You know, I've been thinking that like the prince should be someone who the people want in power, not because they're afraid of what they do if they weren't in power, but because they think they're actually a good leader. Like a leader who rules through loyalty and respect is going to have a lot more power than a tyrant who rules through fear. So if someone rolls in the city and challenges our prince, but every single member of the domain's like, we don't accept you even if you win, then they can't be in charge.
I need you guys to do a awareness and
It's just sense.
mental choice.
Including
It's a low roll. It's to see if you notice something else going on while he's going over this information. It's gonna be hilarious.
I think I have an idea.
Oh God.
It's an inconsequential thing.
Okay, then
But
I'm
it's,
not
it's
gonna
just
worry
for
about
the
it.
lulls.
5.
Then I'm not gonna worry about it.
Okay.
1.
Okay. The 2 with the 1, don't worry about it. The other 2, William, he just continues to get closer and closer, and he looks more excited till he's like almost like right up on Gideon this time.
what you doing there, bud? If you want to join the conversation, you could just like hop in the circle here. I say to William. Your breath smells great, by the way. It's minty fresh.
He shoots you a look. I was just interested in the conversation.
We were discussing the philosophy of rulership. And how, you know, there's probably a better way. Gideon has the book.
No, Gideon gave the book to Taylor.
Gideon had the book. He gave it to Taylor. The book that he got from Taylor. Or Tuller. Taylor 2. By the way, Gideon, have you ever gone back to that door to see if it, like, goes to the same place again? Or
He looks a little different. He says, I did try to go back in, but I can't. It won't. I open the door and now it just opens to the other side of the warehouse.
That's weird. It's almost like the other side has been barred and said no one's allowed to go through. So it doesn't allow anyone in the same way.
Probably.
We have no way of
Have you
knowing that.
tried going in the warehouse, shutting the door, and trying to go to the other side?
I have.
Doors usually only work one way.
It probably doesn't help that originally when I ran through that door,
that's
I
not
did
how doors
seal
work.
The door.
Well, you
That's-
either go from the
that's-
inside
that's-
to the outside or the outside to the inside. You can't go from the outside to the outside through the door. You have to
Anything
go
else
through the
about
door
this
one
book?
way. You can go back through the door the other
Why?
way, but that's still only one
Just
way.
curious.
It does talk about inter-creature politics.
Are we doing the good things by being friends with?
Yeah.
I'm so proud of our city for that. Everyone should just get along. Like, there's no need for all this infighting, all this, war. Like, it's 2026. We could be better. We're not the Draculas hiding in the forest, eating people at night.
We are, but
We are a little more civilized than that nowadays.
But
I like to think
if
we
you
only
think
eat
about
veggies.
collective we, have you looked at the rest of the people we spend our Saturdays with? I don't think he has.
No.
Okay. Some of them are great. Some of them make me nervous.
Like who?
I don't know enough. A lot of them are new and I don't know them well enough, and I don't want to run my mouth.
That's fair. I've been saying paranoia and baseless accusations are just going to make things worse, and you got to be open and honest about things.
Unless they're a Hakata, then they're probably not great.
That's exactly the kind of bias that I'm trying to
them making
say is
me
not a good
nervous doesn't mean that they're an enemy. Okay? And making me
Mhm.
concerned, because there have been a lot of accusations back and forth of even people here. Probably myself included. I don't know. I'm not very well liked.
The only thing I would accuse you of is being a Riz Lord.
Oh, hey, we know they don't like Rembrandt.
I'm happy to do that.
Well, I just gotta stay, on this side of the immortal coil long enough to enjoy it. This group seems to want to make that hard for me.
I mean, the group in general seems to want to make it hard for anyone.
We're trying to make life easier, and change. It starts small. Maybe Cleveland will be the breeding ground for a whole new way of life amongst kindred.
Didn't we just get rid of a breeding ground?
I miss my breeding ground. I used to breed on.
Look, the book I gave Taylor isn't foolproof, but the thought that maybe she could use it to make this place a little less horrible, but the downside is there may be people who will oppose it, and they may try to do so violently. Okay? I'm just making sure everybody here... Rembrandt's doing a dino dance in the chat because of making fun of the Hakata. We all know the truth about Hakata. Yeah, Gideon continues it could be violently opposed.
Well, we will reoppose them non-violently.
Well, we got to get a control over what we currently have first.
They'll learn.
We have to challenge a lot of people's minds. We have to be open-minded that people can change.
That's what I'm trying to do. I've talked to some of the people that others have mentioned, and I've tried to show them hey, you're doing great, but you just need a little guidance. It's easy to make mistakes when you're new and when you're eager. We all do that. I made a lot of mistakes.
It's an understatement.
I went 30 years just sort of around the United States before I came into the Savannah crew. Not literally though. And you guys have changed me. I'm a better person because I met you guys, not just because I'm now Troy. Troy is a slightly better person, although John is amazing too. But I've learned, I've grown, and only part of this was because I absorbed part of my lawyer's brain.
Only a part.
He gave me a lot of guidance before his voice faded into the background. He also yelled at me a lot. he's like to say Mashugana and Oy vey and something else which sounded kind of like I don't know. Anyway, he gave me a lot of tips about how to like think, and it's helped.
Good.
Good.
It's good that you're using your brain more.
Yes.
As Troy, I have to like think.
Although,
before I
granted,
talk.
I will say, I do personally believe that people can change, but only if they want to. Because we've also seen a few people in the domain who've had many chances to change, Kale, and did not take them, sadly. And I might have accidentally ended them for that.
And then, with that being said, maybe as a group here, you guys need to come clean about something.
I showered yesterday. Are we supposed to know what this something is?
He looks right at Juliana.
Can you two keep a secret?
I can, because I'll probably forget right away.
I promise. I won't tell anyone.
What does Juliana look at him?
Yes.
Pinky promise. That's an unbreakable bond.
Better be. It better be. And I'm going to look at the person that we're talking about.
Why are you looking at William?
William just like, fine.
Are you guys getting married?
She wants me to tell you I'm Atlas. I'm a Sabat.
Bro. What? I knew it. I knew it. This guy was suspicious. He's coming in. But why are you doing good things though?
I Sabat. See this coming.
Why aren't you like trying to kill us? I
also
thought
like
Sabat
to
were
know
like
that.
crazy people.
Oh man. Oh man.
Is it like an inside agent thing?
Okay. Started that way.
You wouldn't tell us though. Unless it's a
So-
double bluff.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to tell you guys stuff,
Story time.
but that means somebody else here needs to tell people some stuff.
Oh, now Alistair needs to talk too. You just looked at Alistair. People's eyes are giving a lot of stuff away. Luckily, I've had rigorous training to always make eye contact with the camera.
Look. Okay. I have known about you for a long time, John. You're my sourdough starter. Yeah.
What's that mean?
You're
not-
the disease vector we've been cultivating for generations for plague of the apocalypse. You know, the four horsemen. So you, your sire, and Isabella, we're all of the same line.
I'm not going to start the apocalypse though. So
Yeah, that's fine. When you don't, we already have apparently a number of people have been exposed. So, okay, I'm reforming.
all those people know.
I'm reforming. I made a promise. All right. So, I originally came here to collect you, Kale, Taylor, and Alistair.
Alistair is the one with the army you wouldn't tell me about.
Okay, but Kale's dead.
I may be conquest.
Yeah, you do want power, so that makes sense.
So,
Well, I
I
gathered the fourth
came
person was
here-
conquest.
to get you, because you were supposed to be Plague's understudy. And as I've known on my fourth plague, I'm only on my second death, so if that tells you how at 9th, or might even they have 11th conquest. They go through them so fast.
To be fair, my sire did have commitment issues.
But anyway,
I think
so
I also have commitment issues.
plagues come and go, but it's been the same family line for all 4 that I've had in my group. So, like I said, that was my initial reason for making contact.
Told you
Okay.
to be suspicious of new people
Plus,
randomly popping up.
apparently, I have a history of not getting along with Juliana.
I mean, well,
She
to
might
be
have
fair,
spilled a drink on me before.
well,
I did that before we
to be
started.
fair, I spilled the drink on you at a time when I was fresh and blood bonded and frustrated, and you were the only outlet.
Yeah,
because you were trying to correct me.
To be fair, sometimes spilling a drink is a great pickup line, especially if you have a
Okay,
napkin or
spilling. It may be a light word. I threw it on, passed it on to him.
something.
Anyway,
That has a low success
so
rate.
yes, I haven't seen her in a long time, but anytime I run into a Lasombra I've seen before, I tend to lose my head a little bit and mess up their day. It becomes a game for me. War.
So
Okay.
you're not messing up her day now, are you?
In a way.
In a way, I guess.
In a way.
Not important.
It is to me. Keep going.
All right, so I came here, was doing things. Yeah, I know. Spilling the tea has a high success rate for the toreador normally. I know. I am tempting fate here. There's a purpose to this. I am purposely, as a storyteller, tempting fate. All right, so I came to town. I started trouble with Juliana. Okay. Then apparently I didn't realize I sent her a love letter by killing Paul.
Oops.
Oops. My bad.
Yeah, that guy wasn't good. Got eaten by
Oh boy. Was he
So
ever?
apparently that got me in some semblance of good graces. Didn't know at the time. But that was really my only activity that was really bad.
I mean, you did kill my neighbor, but I also kind of took that as a second love letter.
He was working for Red Olympus.
Yeah.
So
I thought you had a thing for your neighbor.
Not really, no.
So
Everyone else thought I had.
her neighbor was working
He was nice.
with
Or I
Red
thought he
Olympus
was.
and the weird cult stuff, and actually watching you guys and reporting out. So because I can't be outdone, took him out. Again, best there is. So
Thanks.
myself, not you. Okay.
Well, no. I was saying thank you for taking that guy out because that sounds like it was really helpful.
Anyway, so I handled that. Then I decided to make actual contact and showed her, like, hey, by the way, I hate these people because I go by Atlas. I'm not one of these weirdos, and this is making me angry. So how about we temporarily team up? I help you, you help me. I wipe them off the face of the earth, and I can go back to being Atlas. Had to come up with a name so that way I could blend in to William. Here I am. Okay. So, with all that being said, yes, I've been helping you. Yes, I've been doing the things. I made a deal. I am willing to join the Camarilla. I'm willing to join Taylor's Camarilla if we can get this to work and we can wipe out Red Olympus. Those are my conditions.
So does that mean no apocalypse?
That would mean no apocalypse.
You're not evil.
Evil is a perspective.
It's
You don't have to be good. You just have to not be evil.
He's fine.
He
guess
just
it is
admitted
a deal
that he
with
was
the
kind of evil.
But here's the thing. I originally, pillow talk, something, here we are.
Oh, nice.
I made some deals,
Lucky guy. I mean, sorry.
okay? And yes, I will confirm. By today's standards, in the Camarilla, this would be problematic for Juliana. But by Taylor's Camarilla standards, means Taylor gets a stepdad. So, I mean, it's fine.
Taylor knows about this, right?
Taylor does know.
Okay.
Taylor knows. Gideon knows.
Otherwise, I'd have to go.
I've
tell
been-
him
Rembrandt
right now.
knows.
So,
Mhm.
the thing
pretty smart.
is,
Everybody figured it out now.
I was here for a purpose. However, my purpose has changed. And I even will introduce you guys to Death and the person, not the activity. If you guys so wish to meet her.
Her. Ooh. She hot?
Is it always the first thing you think?
Yes, it is.
I don't
That's
know,
always
could matter.
But I do want you guys to know that some things that happened was because Red Olympus got to my people. Okay? So some of the things that went on with Max, that's how I knew him. Okay? Adonis is how he was known to Red Olympus. Shamael is how he was known to
Oh, that guy. He's dead as heck.
Okay. But his life as a Toreador, he changed his name several times, changed his face several times.
Rembrandt changed his face. Good. For the last
I
time.
heard, since we're telling truths here, I'm the one who popped that guy like a party popper.
Oh, that's why he was in two pieces.
Because I'm sorry. At the time, I knew that if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to work with you guys long term. Because my compulsion is my mantle. And I had to handle it. He betrayed me. Okay? And so I kind of had to get the last blow, so to speak. Not in your way, sicko. This guy.
Every
The things
time.
he has asked me in the time that I've met him, and I haven't known him very long. Okay?
You were the one talking about.
Like the stuff that went down with Marion and Bella and Max and all that stuff was not me.
So you weren't responsible for Oliver walking into Elysium with a
No.
rocket launcher?
Nope, that was all Max.
Also, Max was the reason Marion had to be dismissed because they went cuckoo.
I get very
apparently.
focused. And in all honesty, I've been trying to figure out, this is going to sound horrible, I've been trying to figure out how to handle Rembrandt.
He's a nice guy. Why do you need to handle him?
Do you ever play any sort of game that requires more than the 1.5 brain cells you have?
Like Candy Crush?
The answer is no.
Okay. So,
Play Flappy Bird.
I like to play against people that are on my level. It's one of the reasons I was picking on Juliana.
That makes sense.
Okay,
Why we've never
why I
played.
wasn't picking on you. You wouldn't have hit my radar. No offense.
I can
But
hit a
Rembrandt
radar.
hit my radar. Alistair hit my radar, but for a different reason. Okay, Alistair was on the list.
The Epstein list?
No,
Oh, thank God.
this guy. New game idea. Flappy brain cells.
Flappy Bird.
It always just drops it again.
Wow.
Yeah, accurate.
It's just a solid wall for the very first one. You
So-
can't ever get past it.
Anyway, my goal was to recruit Alistair, okay? But, like, to defeat someone like Rembrandt, that would be an accolade for me. I have since no longer, like, I don't have an interest.
Okay, good. Because I don't want Rembrandt defeated.
Okay, but that's where my interest was. And I might have been the reason the Hekata stormed the place and vaporized their own whole clan.
Mm-hmm.
That one Hakata I thought I stepped in, though. Was that after that?
Oh, yeah, that was Bella. But no, I'm saying, like, when the guy went into the chantry and got his head ripped off by a gargoyle, that's my fault. because I put it in his head that as long as Rembrandt lived, he could never have the magic things, and so he just marched in there and died. And so,
Well, if someone's stupid enough to just go in there like that, I don't think they deserve magic things.
well, yeah, but it wasn't like it was a hard sell, okay? This guy wasn't that bright. Hector of Hecata. Come on, like as generic of a name as you could get being a Hecata.
Can't relate.
No. So anyway, that's right. You're trying. Wow.
How unfortunate.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a descendant of Helena, I'll have you know.
Oh, I know about your lineage. Otherwise, why would I have ever paid attention to the fact you existed?
That's true. Because I'm.
So,
I mean, have you seen my OnlyFans? That's why.
unfortunately.
Some people, fun fact, are not interested in that kind of thing.
Oh, were you Tea and Biscuits 76?
That was not me.
Colonizer 9000?
No. However, Bella, when she
Union
would
Jack
watch
off?
your stream, she would make sure to project it on the television. Because all of us had to suffer.
Why are you suffering? It's good stuff.
John,
Wait, you straight?
do you like wasabi pure?
Yes.
I know.
I don't know how to talk to this man.
Okay.
I don't know how to talk
where
to this
you have been. I am not interested in
fair.
the least. Okay? My orientation is of no interest in this whole paradigm. The fact that you have probably, through 6 degrees of separation, been with everything east and west of the Mississippi.
And north and south.
Yeah, yes, pretty much. I'm not interested. Okay.
I mean, you're with Juliana, so that's all good. I respect monogamy.
Thank you.
I've been with people who haven't, but
Okay.
that's their problem.
But my point is, however, if we fail, here's the caveat: if we fail, and there is no home for you here, you, Taylor, Cross, and Alistair need to finish my work.
The apocalypse?
Yeah,
Why would we
no
do
big
that?
deal.
It is kind of a big deal. It's the end of the world. Why would we do that? Why would we want to destroy the world? We live here. Are we blowing up the planet kind of apocalypse? Or is this like mass extinction kind of apocalypse? Like, what are we getting into here?
Asteroid on Earth kind of apocalypse.
I don't take steroids in the ass.
Just constant.
Wow.
You take something else.
No, these are all natural, baby. Gym tan and laundry,
Trauma.
just like my heroes.
Infinite trauma.
Always and forever.
Anyway. I understand if you don't, but the thing is, I don't care what side of the fence you're on when you do it. But you have to make it to the battlefield.
What battlefield?
Wherever Kane is at, you need to make it.
Why would we fight Kane? Couldn't he just no diff us? It's like he just go, you're dead.
I
mean, if you're lucky, he might use it as a juice box first.
Okay. Again, I didn't say you had to switch sides. I said you had to go.
So, can we do the apocalypse, but as the good guys?
I'm okay with it.
How do we do that, though? It's the apocalypse.
You're just going to have to figure it out if we don't succeed on this.
This is gonna
So
hurt my
you have a
brain.
choice: succeed
Which
or
means-
succeed.
Which means
Who's?
we need numbers.
Why do we need to do math? I'm
Okay.
all
Not
for
those-
sucking.
You need
but-
allies.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh.
Was...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not that you haven't made a bunch of them.
Made.
My earrings told me.
Made in what way? Made.
No.
I may or
They're
may not
malachite.
have been consulting the
Malachite.
possibility of distributing vampiric blood.
Why?
You know, we just got done with the sex cult that was basically doing the same, right? And then I got warnings from Pappy and Shepard
You better
that
not
we
be
had
using
too
my
many
blood.
kindred in the domain,
You're not using
and it
my
was
blood,
going to
right?
cause a problem. And first, it was going to come here.
Shouldn't be using my blood. I asked you specifically not to.
I have not used your blood.
Oh, thanks. That's good. We're all good then.
Oh, I know what you've been using.
I'm aware.
Do I want?
I'm
do
aware,
I want to
I'm
know?
aware
what,
you know who I've been using.
Do
Who
I
I've been
want to
using.
know what or who?
Since it's only us girls.
You
Wow.
should probably
Hey.
tell Taylor at
Hey,
least.
we're Taylor knows.
Taylor is aware.
Taylor's
that
the
should
one
be
who
fine.
loaded in the truck.
Hmm
She'll tell us if it's important.
Taylor's the one I made the deal with to get the body.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's Theo.
It is Theo.
Does he still not have his tongue?
He does not have a tongue. He also doesn't have the functionality of his arms and legs. Because I took that away from him.
Did you take anything else from him?
Okay. Wow, that is a retribution at its finest.
I like
I-
Theo.
Still,
Other than
the
possibly
problem of we literally
Of
just
creating
got
more
done
kindred.
with the hunters saying that we were potentially gonna attract first light again. This
Well,
time,
that's-
stick.
He's the one
That's
that gave
why-
me
But if we
my-
trans-
That shit kept getting
But
done.
if we move troops,
That's why he's in the box there.
That's
He
up
can
to-
never leave
that's-
this city.
Up to
Yes.
Perception.
No, you
and I
can't
have
keep
I
him.
have sworn
You
to
just
keep
not
him under wraps
tell
and to
him.
dispose.
Well, no. I don't care that you got Theo. I don't. You can
Oh, I
keep
love
him.
this.
I don't care.
If you didn't know reality, you wouldn't know what he's telling the truth.
now, unless he falls into the lake, then you're going to be Bob.
What I care
He's now
about
forcing-
is the idea to use his blood to make a bunch of other people.
Torso.
Because we just got through with something like that, but with him.
Where do you think all the thin bloods have been coming from?
Do you at least get their consent to make them
Or on the
vampires
wall,
first?
he'd be called Art.
You know, that's not any better than Ghouls Night going around making pop-up bars and distributing our vitae and being like, hey,
You
now
are-
you're a ghoul, and if you want to
are
get
getting
more of your
consent,
fix, you
right?
need to come with us.
As far as I'm aware, Fire and Cross are getting consent. Yes.
Wait, they're both doing it?
Fire's doing it.
Fire's.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I've kind of been helping out over there.
Considering he's got parts of me, I'm sure he's on our consent.
Juliana,
What?
since I'm Malkavian and Primogen, then I'm responsible for them.
Kind of.
They're not all Malkavian.
He lost his right of hospitality, so you don't have to worry about it.
I mean, technically, you and Lugene can hash out because apparently she wants to switch to Cam now. Which one of you two wants to be permanent?
Surprising.
I forgot who she is.
One of the
She was one of the oracles,
One of the
which
dear
I know
oracles.
doesn't narrow it down, but she was one of the most outspoken
Is she the
oracles
one-
other than Theo.
Is she the one that I saved?
Yeah, she was one of the ones in the
Yes.
church. Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. So, let me explain. I wouldn't have outed Alistair. Okay, but I do deliveries for Taylor to the magical Whiskeyville. Okay? And I noticed population boom.
Yeah, Whiskeyville's been popping lately.
Yeah.
No, they mean a population boom, as in lots
As
and
in
lots of
more
thin bloods.
kindred.
Yeah, they've all been hanging out at Whiskeyville. It's been a great time.
No, they've been made at Whiskeyville.
They've been made at Whiskeyville. Yes.
Think of what they were doing with your
That
blood, but with
explains so
Theo's
many
blood.
people coming out of the bathroom that weren't there before. I just thought there was another door.
You know that the hunters are very concerned about the population boom, right?
Well, many of them are not going to be staying here if we're at war.
But the war's here.
Is it only here?
Is it?
The Red Olympus thing.
If we're talking about the war is in the Middle East.
Yeah.
I thought we pulled out of Iraq.
Not that
He
war.
doesn't pull out of anything.
So what? You're sending
Actually,
people
I'm
to the
massive.
Middle East to die?
Okay.
We're
Mm.
boosting numbers.
Sending them to die.
This is all sandboxing right now. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't have said anything if I didn't have to come out as a Sabbat.
Fair enough.
But on my coming out party, we're gonna have a coming out. Yeah, I know. We're having the coming out party of the fact that the Anarchs isn't just 5 people.
Anymore.
It is like
Hundreds.
It's-
It's
How-
not quite
it's
hundreds.
not quite it's not. They're nearing 100
Nearing.
people.
Okay. Oh. Alistair.
Hmm?
Why? Like, again, Shepard and Pappy literally came to me, said that there was too many of us, was gonna start attracting attention. Even with the cult wiped out, almost 100 people hang out at Whiskey Built Out of Kindred, and that we need to feed in the population are gonna attract attention.
Then what's my mistake? Duskborn.
The
Do
Elves
Duskborn.
not cause as much, like, do not draw as much attention as what was going on with the
Yeah, but
Jonassance, the John Renaissance that was going on.
To be fair, I was a bit of a public figure, but I was exploited.
If you're looking for the actual numbers of the week that I spent with your child and those who were able to be reclaimed, understand the number of Duskborn that were created pales in comparison, given the fact that he's a Diablerist.
Oh yeah, I ate my lawyer. I was kind of frenzying though, so I don't think it counts.
So
Just like Hanson.
What I'm saying is there's a relocation program that also has occurred during that week. I might have put a lot of miles on one of Taylor's vans.
So you're sending all these newly formed vampires to the Middle East.
No. I'm just not keeping them all here in Cleveland, but I did take them to people that could train them and not raise them to be whatever was going on there.
Are we giving them the chance to not be soldiers?
I'm not having them raise a Sabbat.
But like, what if they don't want to be soldiers?
I wasn't having
Then they
them be
don't have to be.
soldiers.
Okay.
Then why are
'cause-
you making them?
Oh, what's going on in Anarch Land is going on in Anarch Land. That's totally a separate thing. I'm telling you the stuff that went on at church.
I thought Shepard was able to also like wipe some of their memories and save some of them.
A lot of them were saved. I'm just telling you that the ratio of Duskborn to kindred, actual kindred, is pretty even. It's
That's
not
not a bad
as
thing.
it's not as many Duskborn as we thought. Okay. We thought there was more Duskborn, it was just more confusion.
Are you like jealous of the kindred? Because you know the Anarchs could be Cam. The Duskborn could be Cam too. Like,
I'm aware.
you know, I know that a lot of them are Anarchs, but you know they don't have to be Anarchs. Like all that hate, and like Cross is talking about how like, oh, I could never be Prince because nobody would accept me. Well, that's just old, you know, BS Duskborn hate that, you know, we could easily turn around because, like it or not, Duskborns are a thing now. they will always be a thing because not like the blood's getting any stronger. So we got to get with the times. We got to be more progressive, and I hope that's part of the new cam strat. I hope it would be that we, the blood is the blood is the. Wow, it's almost like communication is the key to any
Or
relationship.
sometimes you ask her things and she's
Professional
not
or
fully
personal.
transparent with you.
Well, that's also when you're a mom.
Well, that's your problem. But like, I love this, William. No offense, it's still a little fishy, but the fact that you're renouncing your Sabbat ways, it's a green flag. It's a good thing, bud. Keep it up. Don't be evil. And I think you guys could be so cute. Williana, all the way. You're a high clan in my books.
Technically low clan, sorry.
I don't believe you.
Well, we're getting rid of that system, so it doesn't matter. Everyone's a high clan. It's awesome.
Well, it's fine.
Well, she asks.
So
We'll never
you
find a
can
clan
change.
with a
You
better
can be
sense of
better. If I can
community
do
than
it,
an
you can
Octavian
do
clan.
You do have a great sense of community. Maybe rivaled only by like the Nos, because they get along with everyone across every sect.
You should throw a rager in your cave sometime.
No.
No.
Fair enough. Well, I can invite you to a different ranger and a
Does
different cave.
Iggy have any thoughts or questions since these three have been on quite an adventure? You haven't been around.
She's been sleeping in a cave.
She has been sleeping in a cave apparently, and then fed her sire rock to Kale forcefully.
And then disappeared for a while after that and came back and there's no more cow.
Got wanted to a rock. She had like a spiritual awakening and stayed in a cave for like 5 months.
As one does.
Mhm.
For a spiritual awakening.
Yeah. Still. Just a little blood frenzy, you know.
Just a little bit.
Just a little one.
It happens. It can happen to anyone. Just because it's happened to me twice in the span of as many months. It happens. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Sometimes you just need to question the nature of life.
That's fair.
The world is changing, and we should adapt with it. We got to be better. We live in a society, and people deserve respect. And we were all human, and we still are. So we should work, just try to not be dicks.
So for clarity, since you were back from your smoke break, what is going on specifically at Whiskeyville with, what is the turning process there?
Would you like to share?
Also,
Since
Gideon,
you-
I think
since
you're
you
fine
came up
now.
with
You
it,
don't have
I
to,
mean-
stick around.
Well, we had the discussion, but you are the one who ultimately came up with it. So
Of how you've been creating more of them.
yeah.
So you've been following Paul's book.
That's always great words to hear to start.
Isn't he the guy who made the twins?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't they kind of hate him for that?
You would think.
Have you made it so that they don't hate the people who made them? Please tell me you
I'm
have.
not sure
otherwise
yet.
They're gonna have problems. Okay, you might need an audit because this sounds a lot like indoctrination and slavery, and I am not okay with that. But you are the Baron, so I can't stop you.
I mean, I haven't heard any complaining in the Madness Network about you yet.
What's the madness now?
See.
Well, the Madness Network is also Malkavian, and this is, I'm not sure if the Dustborn of your line can communicate with the Madness Network.
Is that like Mad Magazine or Mad TV?
No.
Right.
They might simply just be too new. They might just simply be too new. Because I do know the Duskborn do get gifts from their bloodlines.
Sometimes. I think it depends. I'm not really well versed. Taylor's gonna give me at least a child of her own, and a grandchild and a great grandchild before we get to that point. Potentially.
You're already talking about. You aren't even married yet. Already talking about kids. Nice.
I'm saying that Taylor is a generation where she can have a Lasombra childer, and then they can have a Lasombra childer before we get to Dustborn. So I am not well versed in general.
It's a good question.
Because then you can run into the problem where you have the dust bloods that you created using the Malkavian blood communicating with the juice box you've made in their heads. That's always a possibility.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
he's a torso,
horrifying
so you probably can't talk back.
No. Malkavian can speak to each other telepathically.
We haven't
Yeah.
had any
But you need your arms and legs for that.
serious hiccups.
Your
Yeah.
antennas.
So
Yes.
Roll a investigation and mental of choice to see if you remembered anything of note.
no.
I think you just gave Amanda a horrible idea.
What?
Giving the storyteller ideas
What, the
that it might
Dustborn
be
Network?
horrible.
Yeah.
I'm
Yo,
going
Dustborn
to.
Network.
I'm gonna burn a will to reroll 3 of 4.
Which ones believe his lies?
Can I also roll to see if I can hear anything new, any new voices?
Okay. No, you have not caught on to something that somehow Troy has caught on to.
Yeah. That they are very upset without being made. Or that.
What you've been doing during your downtime, pestering somebody, that there is some issues with some of them
yes.
and their morale.
Yeah. You know, there's going to be like a civil war, I think. I had a bit of a premonition.
Any chatter and any new voices
And I told
in the network?
Taylor, but like, given
Go
that
ahead.
it's your
To
group
be
that's splitting,
My level of cobweb plus blood dye plus
also the
occult?
twins on either side.
I'll take it.
Okay, I think.
I'm gonna talk to Cross later and see if I could take him and Fire out on like I don't know,
1, 2,
a night on the
3, 4.
town. Maybe
4
take him to like an
successes and
escape room or
occasional
something,
failure thingies.
and then we could do like it's gonna be like the Parent Trap, where they
So-
are forced to work together because
Maybe
I'm
message.
being dumb in order to
You
escape.
might, I'm going to ask somebody a question.
I mean, escaping you is.
Well, it's like a bonding exercise for them, and they'll have like a common enemy to bond over. Is me being dumb. It's the perfect plan.
I
And
will tell
to
you
be honest, that Cross guy, he
You
looks a
do
little upset.
hear-
I don't know where he is at this moment, but
Someone in the cobwebs suffering, but as he's suffering, he also lies to himself. You're not suffering. I'm suffering. No, you're suffering. No, they're suffering.
so like I would just make sure that they're still like on good terms. You know how siblings can be, right? Do you have any siblings?
And the answer is no.
No.
Okay.
I was an only
But that's the one you
child.
hear.
Yeah, so imagine if you had someone constantly vying for your parents' affection. I was also an only child, so I don't know either, but I've dated plenty of I've been with plenty of chicks that had issues with their siblings. And a few dudes too. It's different with dudes. But like it still happens, yeah. Guys just kind of beat the crap out of each other, but girls like they play these mind games with each other. Oh my god, I was with this one girl once and like the psychological torture she put her sibling through and received back, it's insane. You'd think they were like spies in World War II, like trying to friggin' bring down the state with the way they acted to each other. It was so petty. But anyway, yeah, siblings are a mess.
So you said there's going to be
I
civil
would talk
war.
to Taylor to make sure that
with
they're like still friends.
The Anarchs over what's happening at Whiskeyville?
Oh, I have no idea what it was about. All I saw was a civil war. It was like, you know when you're a dream and you just kind of know certain information about the scene? Yeah, I saw like fighting in the streets and stuff, and I know Cross and Fire were on opposite sides, but I didn't see a lot other than that. Don't worry, I did tell Taylor, or I
Okay.
plan to have told Taylor once our one-on-one happens. Time is weird. So, yeah, I would just sort of check up on that situation.
I think we've established you did get your one-on-one with Taylor.
Yeah, so I told Taylor about it, but you know, like I said, there's only so much I can do. Like they tolerate me, but you know, Cross is still a little upsetty spaghetti about being related to Kale.
I think that
Understandably so.
yeah.
But
I
he's so
don't
much
think
better than
anyone
Kale.
would like
Like he got Kale's
necessarily.
passion, but he didn't get Kale's recklessness. You know, Kale's passion was always like one of his best things. He was a very passionate guy.
Well, then thank everything for that.
Mhm.
I do, yeah. Thank every fiend.
Thing.
Thank everything.
Everything. Okay.
Everything.